What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing news. Now, last week I made a early prediction video. They announced that they were trying to make the Nonito Donaire and Guillermo Rigondeaux fight, and I did do an early prediction video. I also stated in the video that since nothing's guaranteed in boxing, I hope there's no politics or bullshit, and this fight actually does take place because Bob Arum was the one that kind of made the statement that the fight was going on. And I know a lot of you guys on your YouTube channels, you made videos and people are commenting as if the video's in stone. And then later on that night, there was a report, an interview with Nonito Donaire, who said he knew nothing of the fight. He hadn't talked about it or nothing signed. And that is basically why I didn't want to guarantee it, because I'm the type of person, I don't believe in shit until I see shit. And in boxing, there's been so many fights that have been um, just could have been landmark or groundbreaking, and people wanted to see him. I remember back in the day, Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis. That fight was talked about for years before it actually took place. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Now Pacquiao got knocked out, so we still haven't seen the fight. We probably never will now. It doesn't really make too much sense. Rigondeaux and Nonito Donaire is another one. Abner Mars and Nonito. Who's the top out of all these guys? So, again, I didn't want to jump the gun, but I come to bring you guys some news. I guess Bob Arum did release another statement. I guess he's over in China and doing whatever he's doing over there. And he said, I just got off the phone with Cameron Duncan, who is Donaire's manager, and we are zeroing in on an April 13th date. And that's the date I guess HBO suggested. What Bob Arum goes on to say is he mentioned three possible opponents for that April 13th date with Nonito Donaire, and those names include Guillermo Rigondeaux, Vic Darchinyan, and Abner Mars. He said Abner Mars people are currently talking with us, or Victor Darchinyan, so it's one of those three. So it looks like there will be a fight April 13th for Nonito to defend his title. As of right now, it's up in the air who they will pick. I'm really hoping they don't land on Vic Darchinyan. One, Nonito's already beat him in TKO fashion, or actually it was a knockout, I think. So he already beat him. That's one thing. Second of all, Darchinyan, I seen his last fight, I believe, against that Puerto Rican prospect. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. And he clearly beat the Puerto Rican dude, but it wasn't anything remarkable. He has like almost a dirty style. It's super aggressive, and it's not really anything that I want to see. I mean, if Nonito Donaire fights Vic Darchinyan as a rematch later on down the line, that's fine. But as far as April 13th, I really want to start this 2013 off right. And what better way would be than a fight with Guillermo Rigondeaux or Abner Mars and Nonito? I think that's the best possible fight that could be made. Victor Darchinyan, we've already been there, done that, and seen it. Like I said, I'm open to a rematch after business is taken care of with Abner Mars or Guillermo Rigondeaux. At this point, I really don't care if it's Guillermo Rigondeaux and Nonito, or Nonito and Abner Mars. Either one would suffice. There's pros to both, because Abner Mars and Guillermo have two different styles of fights. So we'll be able to see exactly how Nonito operates with a different style no matter what we pick. So if we go with Abner Mars and Nonito, that type of fight, Abner Mars has tons of heart, and he's going to bring his A game, and he's going to be offensive minded. And it's going to be a battle of wills and who can enact their game plan. As you guys know, Abner Mars is undefeated. He's 27 years old. His record is 25-0, 1 draw, 13 knockouts. And he's coming off an impressive victory over WBA Super World Bantamweight champion from Panama. Anselmo Moreno, he fought him in November and beat him via unanimous decision, I believe. And like I said, it'll be a fight with heart. I think that would be an easier fight for Nonito than Rigondeaux. I think Rigondeaux is the harder fight out of the two, and it's solely based on what Nonito brings to the table and the styles of the other two fighters. Rigondeaux is super crafty. He has that Cuban style, ring generalship, and overall his defense and counterpunching, and overall intelligence and amateur background. Rigondeaux, they say he has over 400 amateur fights or something ridiculous. So I think that's going to be more of a chess match for Nonito Donaire. that's going to be a puzzle in which he's going to have to figure out. And if you watch Nonito Donaire versus Jorge Arce, who is more of an aggressive, come forward fighter, bring pressure. Um, his style matches up more closely with Abner Mars than Rigondeaux. And then if you watch the Nonito Donaire fight before that, where he's fighting the Japanese defensive fighter Nishioka, it took a minute for Nonito to figure out Nishioka. Partly because Nishioka didn't open up or didn't want to engage really, and he was really spotty in his offense, and he was just mostly protecting and defensive. So it didn't allow him to shine. But Rigondeaux is going to be defensive in that manner, but he's also going to be throwing more counter punches, and he's going to have more of an offensive attack. And we didn't really get to see Nishioka flex his power. I mean, I didn't look like he had anything that really buzzed Nonito, but Guillermo Rigondeaux on the hand definitely has power, and it's the shots that you don't see coming that tend to hurt more. So you never know with someone with Guillermo Rigondeaux's ring intelligence and his experience what kind of shots he's going to show or throw. So again, I wouldn't mind seeing either. I wouldn't be opposed to Nonito and Abner or Nonito and Guillermo Rigondeaux. I would lean more towards Guillermo Rigondeaux and Nonito for April 13th just because, again, it's going to be more of a chess match. We all know Nonito has power. He has patience. And it'd be a serious chess match and a war of wills and skill and game plan, and who executes their game plan fastest and who sticks to the game plan and who can make adjustments. So I think that'll be more of a mind war. I think it'll be a better fight because it'll be their styles are going to be, someone's probably going to get knocked out in that fight for sure. With the Abner Mars and Nonito, I don't know. I don't know if someone will guarantee be knocked out. It might just skate to a unanimous decision, that kind of thing. But the way I could picture Nonito and Guillermo, I just picture that being an all-around chess match. So either fight I'm good with. I just really don't want to see Victor Darchinyan and Nonito Donaire, especially for April 13th. We've already seen it. Let me know who you guys think. Who do you want to see Donaire face and who wins? I know a lot of Guillermo Rigondeaux fans who says he destroys Nonito. I really think Nonito will beat him once he figures him out, but it's not going to be a walk in the park, and Guillermo Rigondeaux is really going to make him work for it. But Abner Mars is an equally good fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it, and we'll be one step closer to unifying the division, and one step closer to Top Rank and Bob Arum working with other promotional companies. As you guys know, Abner Mars is represented by Golden Boy. So if we can start getting some civilized negotiations between Top Rank and Golden Boy, I think the future of boxing is going to look brighter and brighter and brighter. So either way is a really good step for boxing. I just don't want Victor Darchinyan. Let me know what you guys think, who you want to see, who wins in those different matchups. Leave a comment, subscribe, comment, or hate. You guys know the routine. Until next videos, Ego, signing off.